Here's our question of the day result. Which Eagles rookie will end up having the best career? Plurality says Fletcher Cox, 38%. Followed by Michael Kendricks, Bryce Brown. All of a sudden, Bryce Brown with a bullet up on the list. Nick Foles, Vinnie Curry, Brandon Boykin. We thank you for your vote on the question of the day at csnphilly.com. I want to tell you about these two fine folks right here. We've got Brittany Rogers here from BAM Boxing and USBA heavyweight champion, Bryant Jennings from Ben Franklin High School. How you doing? Great to see you.
Everything's good.
Thanks for being with us. I want to tell you we're going to see Bryant fight, and I know, Brittany, you're promoting this. It's on NBC Sports Network, December 8th, which is a week from tomorrow night, 9 o'clock, at your alma mater, in McGonigal Hall. Main event, Bryant Jennings against Bowie Tupu, correct?
Yes.
I'm not real familiar with Bowie, you know what I'm saying? But Bryant, 15-0, 7 knockouts. Bye-bye Jennings, right?
Yes, sir.
Because, boom, bye-bye?
Go bye-bye.
Yeah, who gave you that?
My trainer gave me the name. There's a lot of meanings to the word bye, because the way we spell it, we drop the E. So the word bye, by any means necessary, we must win, alongside. And it just have a whole lot of meanings that, that we know the definition to.
Right.
We live by it.
That's fantastic. What have you seen in his ascent up the rankings to champion in USBA?
This last year, he's improved a ridiculous amount. Last year, I would have thought that he was just on his way up, but this year he made a statement, especially in his fight with Sergey Lakovic. He came out of nowhere and brutalized him. So I'm really excited for this fight.
Is that the 35-second
really good
fight?
one.
That was the last one.
That was the last one.
Yeah.
35.
Lakovic was a former world champion,
Okay.
and he
just shaking Brian's hand. I said, man, that's a man.
Oh, good night.
Wow. We're watching some of the highlights here. Yeah, just take a chill right there.
This was the fight that you forgot that you didn't even know that it was over.
Yeah.
With Steve Collins.
Yeah.
Because you just get so focused.
Yeah. I just go into another zone. I get real focused. I live my life focused. So I'm just like a mental beast at things. Like,
Right or left? Which one's better, Brian? Both of them look pretty good there.
the right hand is the killer shot, but the left is the one that'll surprise you.
Right hand.
You never want to be surprised when you're boxing.
Yeah, never want to be surprised. And boxing does have a whole lot of surprises.
Yeah. Now, you're the champ, but Brittany, you've been amazing. 23 years old, Temple University graduate from Bucks County. I know you and J. Russell Peltz, the great J. Russell Peltz, have forged an alliance, and you're BAM Boxing, which stands for?
Brittany Amershaw.
It's perfect. BAM Boxing and J. Russell Peltz Productions. And for this fight, this is Broad Street Boxing?
Yes.
Which
We're
is
trying
great.
to coin that name because when you think about boxing in Philadelphia, most old fight fans think of the Blue Horizon, which was also on Broad Street. And this is just down the street. This is the first time since 2009 that there's boxing back in North Philadelphia, not in South Philadelphia. It's a big deal. It's the first time Bryant's fighting in his backyard, and it's the first time a lot of these fighters are fighting in their backyard.
Yeah. How have you been received as a woman, as a young woman, as a blonde woman, walking through the streets of North Philadelphia, trying to set up these fights? And I know Brad now, one of our producers, you did a long piece, takeout piece on Net Impact Philly on you, and your knowledge of the history of the game, your comfort in the ring, and you didn't box yourself other than working out, or
just for a little while I was training just to stay in shape, but after I got into the business aspect, the timing to go to the gym just kind of disappeared unless I was going to look at fighters and see who was around, see who was active, who was in the gym, who was doing what they were supposed to be doing.
What drew you to the sport?
My father was an amateur fighter in the 70s and early 80s, and so I always idolized my father. So I always knew that was part of his past. And when I decided to start getting involved, he took me down to the gym. I started going to the gym all the time, and I got the itch to fight, but he didn't want me to. So I just decided I was a sport and rec major at Temple University at the time. So I figured, why not get involved with boxing, because it's where my passion is. And I have loved it every second of it since.
Bryant, how's it been working with Brittany?
Everything's great. Our chemistry is great between me, Brittany, Russell, and everybody that helps out with the promotions. We just been a team, and we've been together since day one, and we plan to be together this whole ride, and we're gonna take it to the heights.
Brian, what will it be like fighting in North Philly? It's right around the corner from where you grew up.
I mean, if I want to, I can walk there. So that'll just be like get up out of bed, walk down. But it'll be
It's like
something
Rocky,
special.
man. That's like Rocky, just getting up in the neighborhood.
Speaking of Rocky, every time I run past the Rocky statue, I always look at it and say, that's gonna be me one day. Because a lot of people, consider Rocky not a real boxer, which he isn't. And, I just would say it'd be great for Philadelphia to have an actual statue of an actual boxer. And I can see myself being that boxer.
I love that. Now, would you say, is this the pinnacle of your career? Is this the biggest fight? No. No, right now. How big is this fight to you?
To me, it is the biggest fight of my career. Each fight is the biggest, no matter the opponent. Every fight after every fight is just the biggest until I'm able to reach my goal, which is to be the heavyweight champion of the world. But this fight here, I get more and more focused because I haven't been boxing that long. So
How long have you been boxing?
I've only been boxing for 4 years. 3 years and 11 months. It's not quite 4, but yeah, it's like on the job training.
Yeah.
And with every fight, with every week of training, I learn a little more and more, and I start to learn the game of boxing, and it's a real tough sport. Like I always tell people, I think I'm one of the most hardest working boxers in the world. Well, and they look at me like I'm crazy, but I tell them that it's true. Yeah. And if you look into it, you'll see that I just may be one of the hardest.
Well, we thank you for joining us. Best of luck coming up.
Thanks a lot.
Brittany and Michelle, bam, bye-bye, bye-bye to bye-bye. Thanks to Bryant Jennings, Brittany and Michelle. Thanks to Dick Girardi, all our guests and panelists. We end the week, as always, with headliners. Have a great weekend, everybody. Good night. Sean McDermott is returning here. This family's from Lansdale.
Richard Avis, yes.
And thank you. Hi, Richard Avis. And they
It's a running play to Bryce Brown. He's going running. He's across the 45, 50, 45, 40, 25, 30. Bryce Brown dives. Touchdown!
We work extremely hard on this show.
I know that. Where's his soda?
A marvelous goal by Evan Turner. Give him 22.
And by the way, real quick, I was out with Rich having a beverage one time. In the middle of the night, he stopped and said, hey, let's play quick six. So don't be fooled.
Good point.
He does like to play quick six.
You told me about that.
He is sacked. It is Mike Patterson who has himself a quarterback back at the 15.
Good to see you. How you doing?
Doing well.
I'm glad you just got out of practice.
Yes, sir.
How'd that go?
Actually, really well.
Any more cuts? Sorry. That's not right.
Oh, a dazzling move by Drew Holiday.
We're the best hockey book ever done. Not that there's a great library in it.
Oh, you're book on...
I'm sorry. Book on Bernie.
Let's start the show again. Ray won't be here, and we'll start.
Drew Holiday picks it clean. Sixers off and running. Thaddeus Young, you can count it, and a foul.
The name of the book is Behind the Mask. Behind the Mask.
Gives it to Brown. He tries to sweep. He's in! Touchdown!
And to see where they're at now is just an exciting feeling.
What do you tell them about draft day?
Well, don't bring that up. Don't bring that up.
Man, that's low.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
It's just a joke.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, please.
Canadians don't do that much.
They just don't apply this.
Yeah, there you go.
Second pick of the draft, Toronto Maple Leafs. Okay.
Shot clock was unplugged. The Thunder with a foul to give here. Turner with a move. Got it!